What's going on, guys? ChillisFM here, taking a look at an extremely strong team for the Hisui Cup. Guys, I have struggled the entire time the Hisui Cup has been here. It seemed super RPS until I tried this team. Now, I did not build this team myself. This is going to be a team that was originally built by Tho Technical. He was running it all the way up in the 3300s with a ton of success. And it also worked very well in the 2600s. So no matter where your elo is, I think this team has a lot of potential. It's because it has an Empoleon on the lead. And Empoleon is very neutral in most situations. Of course, it is going to be weak to the fighters, but you have two fighting type answers in the back. And let's talk about them. Shadow Gallade, an absolute monster of a safe swap. Nothing really is going to be resisting the confusion unless it's a steel type, which you have close combat to threaten. And outside of that, I mean, there's ghost types out there, but most of them are not going to be doing heavy, fast move pressure, meaning you can confusion and you can leaf blade through them and still win switch in a lot of situations. Now, there are, of course, exceptions where Shadow Gallade's not going to be able to get switch, but in most cases, it's going to be probably the best safe swap in this cup. Finally, we have Gliscor as our closer. Gliscor, of course, can handle the fighters, but more importantly, it's going to break apart the Gastrodon and Bastiodon core, which is absolutely everywhere in this meta. And actually, Gallade does that too, but Gliscor does it even better in my opinion. So, I don't know. I just love this team personally. It's been nothing but positive sets for me. The first two sets I ran with it were 3-2s, and then the remaining 3 sets that I played were all 4-1s. So 3 4-1s in a row with this team. It has helped me climb quite a bit. I ran some spice in the middle of those sets, so that's why I put featured elo is 2600s, because I climbed all the way up to 2700. I played some spice, which hopefully I'll be able to feature as well. I'll probably end up making shorts at this point. I'll make some shorts of it. But it did drop me back down to the lower 2600s, and then I was able to climb back up with the 4-1s. So regardless, this team's been very consistent for me. The games that I lose are going to be because I make some pretty big misplays, like this one. I come in with my Shadow Gallade, they insta throw. I'm like, that's a blind Icy Wind, and they shadow wall me. So like already that's pretty rough. Now I'm coming in with Gliscor. They are loaded on energy. Icy Wind hits for double super effective. Still, we only really need one Night Slash plus the wing attacks to take out this Drifloon, so the game is not over yet. However, they make a really nice catch on Lucario with this Night Slash, and I'm like, okay, you know what? This is not bad. If I can leave this matchup with 2 Night Slashes, I think I can win. I can throw them both to get the shields, and then one more to take them out. So I undercharged that Night Slash looking for extra farm, and that was my biggest misplay of this battle, because you're going to see they're going to throw the Shadow Ball right here, which is perfect. We showed it up, and now I need to wing attack down and leave with 2 Night Slashes, but I'm 1 wing attack short, and it's all because I undercharged that Night Slash. So if I would have just fully charged it, I would have got the farm down, and I should have been able to outpace 2-3 Night Slashes and win the game. But regardless, GG's. Well played to my opponent. Into the next one, up against a Hippowdon lead, they're going to be swapping out into a Confusion Cresselia. Now, Cresselia does beat Empoleon if it is running Psycho Cut, which is kind of crazy, right? A Psychic being a Steel type, not really something you're used to, but Cresselia is just a busted Pokemon. However, this one's running Confusion, so that's a lot better for our Empoleon. Still, I remembered that they have the Hippowdon. I know that that Hydro Cannon can be very useful later in the game, so I'm going to actually catch on Gliscor right here, and they're going to be throwing the Grass Knot. I wasn't sure if I caught a move last. Either way, we were wanting to tank it, and they're going to be coming back out with the Shadow Hippowdon. By the way, very cool spice pick, and I've been seeing more and more Shadow Hippowdons. I haven't ran it myself, but it's a pretty cool pick in this meta. I'm going to go for the Night Slash bait. We do get the shield there. I'm not going to be able to make it to the Earthquake, so I'm just going to take the chip damage with this next Night Slash. It's non-stab Night Slash, so it doesn't do too much damage, but it does put them into the yellow, which is very nice for me. Now, I know they're in Confusion downrange. I'm going to actually take the energy on my Gallade, but they insta-swap into a Pachirisu. So Pachirisu, a very bulky Pokemon in this meta. but Shadow Gallade is just shredding through it with the confusion damage. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. We go for the Leaf Blade. They do call the bait there, but that's perfectly fine because we have shields. We can use them. Gonna shield up that Thunder Punch. We're gonna get a confusion through, of course, because there is no such thing as denying anymore. And we will be able to take out this Pachirisu with a ton of energy loaded. Shadow Gallade is always going to win CMP against anything in the meta. I mean, I think even a Magnezone, I think it's going to win. So we're going to be able to get off that Leaf Blade. They actually don't throw their energy. I think they knew I had the Hydro Cannon loaded and just kind of gave the game because they should have at least had a Body Slam or a Weather Ball, whichever one they're running. But regardless, GG's. Well played to my opponent. All right, into the next one, up against a Bastiodon. And guys, this is where this team is so good. We have 3 Bastiodon answers. We don't have to worry about that thing whatsoever. I know Bastiodon's super annoying, right? Bastiodon's annoying. The biters are annoying, and well, I guess really, I'm just thinking of Gliscor now. But regardless, like, we got 3 answers from Bastiodon, so when you see that it's almost an insta-win, you still gotta play well, but it makes it a lot easier. So we actually call the bait here with the Icy Wind, which in hindsight, probably not the smartest. I figured I could confusion down with Shadow Gallade if I needed to. And hey, you know what? It ended up being Icy Wind, so works out for me. We got both shields from them there. We're going to actually shield up now because they double shielded. I'm like, you know, this Empoleon's going to be useful later on. I'm going to swap out into Gallade, and they also swap into Bastiodon. So I'm going to be building up, going for the close combat. Now I do overfarm there. I was thinking that I was going to get that confusion through before they got to their 7th Smackdown. A little unfortunate. They thought the Stone Edge. I don't know. People are confused about Gallade's typing, I guess, because I've had several people throw the Stone Edge. I'm in the 2600s, which I know is probably lower than I should be, but I guess I've been playing, well, it's not I guess, I've been playing bad enough that I deserve to be here. But anyways, they got a Gastrodon in the back, so Shadow Gallade gonna get the sweep. You'll love to see it, guys. Shadow Gallade, an absolute monster. I'm telling you, if you have one, build it for this team, or at least just build one for the future, because it's gonna see more play in the future. It really is. And I've slept on this pick. I've never ran a Gallade in my life. I've never ran an Empoleon in my life either. So sorry, Detective Pipluff, if you're watching this, or any other Empoleon lovers. I just never built one. It's not because I thought it was a bad Pokemon, but I've just never really had use for it on my teams. But now that I built one, I'm like, man, I should have been using this thing a lot more. Anyways, we're gonna get switched with Shadow Gallade. Again, Shadow Gallade popping off, able to bait with the Leaf Blade, land the close combat, and the confusions that it was throwing are double resisted by that Bronzong, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter because close combat's too good on a Shadow Gallade. Anyways, we got the alignment we need now. We're going to be able to throw the Night Slash at this Electrode. They did throw the Wild Charge bait first, which I guess is fine. 2 Wild Charges looks like they would just about KO anyways. So we do have to give up a shield right there. And then they're going to be coming out with a Gastrodon. So we're not going to play around here. Going to go straight for the Earthquake. Because remember, Gastrodon does not get to the Body Slams very quickly. So it does connect, which is beautiful. Going to go ahead and come in with the Empoleon. Trying to catch a Body Slam. They hold on to their energy. This is going to be the Earth Power. It does one shot. But Gliscor's are win con anyways. So there was no reason to shield that up. Because now we're going to be able to hold on to our shield, build up to the back-to-back Night Slashers, or just about. We're 1 off right now, but my opponent realizes the match is over and lets it go through. So that's going to be GG's. Well played. All right, jumping into the next battle, going to have Empoleon up against a Drifblim lead. So beautiful lead. We were winning a lot of leads with Empoleon. I will say that. I know I had talked about the big climbs with this team. I talked about not feeling RPS. I did have some lost leads that I was able to overcome. However, I'm not featuring all the battles. Like, I'm not picking from all the battles, because in the later battles, I actually started running Sand Tomb on Gliscor instead of Earthquake. And I think Earthquake's still the play. However, I will say Sand Tomb makes the matchup against the fighters a lot better, like way cleaner, because you could just throw the Sand Tomb as soon as you get it and then just farm down. Whereas with Earthquake, you kind of have to play the bait game sometimes, and if they no-showed your Night Slash, you can actually still lose those matchups, especially against Lucario. So I definitely preferred it for that reason. But then Gliscor is not an answer for Bastiodon. It doesn't really break that core near as well. The Gastrodon Bastiodon core. So I think Earthquake's still the play, which is why I wanted to only pull from these battles. Anyways, going for the Leaf Blade to get the final shield from this Licky. What a cool pick, by the way. Licky. I'm a big fan. Going to go ahead and eat this Body Slam because I know my win con is with Empoleon, and they're going to be coming out with the Drifloon. Now, they only throw 4 hexes here. That means this is for sure a double resisted Icy Wind. However, that Licky is still alive, and I don't want to get licked down. So I'm going to go ahead and shield it up. We have to use our shields at some point. And now we're just going to build to the back-to-back Hydro Cannons. Here's the first one. It grabs the shield. Immediately going to be throwing the second one. Looks like it was a CMP tie. I think Empoleon versus Drifloon is IV dependent. I could be wrong about that. Regardless, we take them out. Licky comes back in, and we waterfall down. So that's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. All right, guys, we got one more battle up against another Drifloon lead. So Drifloon leads were very popular when I was playing this. Empoleon leads have definitely become more popular as I've played more with it. But Empoleon leads, you're still gonna just stay in. I don't have one to feature. You're gonna stay in, and if you can soft lose, it's actually even better because then you can get a little bit of energy on your Shadow Gallade, which is just completely deadly to most things. Anyways, we call the bait there. It is the Shadow Ball. We get shield advantage, but they get switch advantage, and now we're going to come in with Gallade and get the farm down. However, we got to give the shield back, unfortunately, in case this is the Shadow Ball, which it is. So we do get the farm down. We have a Leaf Blade ready to go. They're going to come out with a Munchlax. Now, I go over the bait here because, like, I have close combat. That's scary, right? No, they no shield. What a call by my opponent. I would never call that. So, like, well played by my opponent. But I'm going to go for the Night Slash here. Looking for the boost, right? Might as well. And yeah, we finally get the boost. First boost of the video. You'd love to see it right in the last battle. But hey, we're going to try to get the farm down here now. Can we get it before they get to another Body Slam? No, we cannot. They survive with 1 HP, unfortunately. So I do have to give up my final shield. What do they have in the back? It's going to be a Lucario. So I'm going to build up to the Earthquake. I want to threaten their shield right here. Yes, I'm boosted, but the Night Slash is resisted, so they might not shield otherwise. And we do get the shield. Now, I could throw the next Night Slash for the guaranteed damage, but I want them to use their energy as well. So I do not throw. They throw the Power Up Punch. Now Gallade's coming back in. These confusions are chunking. We make it to the Leaf Blade. This will be taking out the Lucario. And all they have left is a low health Munchlax. One confusion will do the job, and that's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. All right, guys, that's it for today. Let me know in the comments, will you be trying this team? Have you enjoyed the Hisui Cup, or have you hated it just as much as I have? Let me know. I'm curious. I am so ready for the cups to rotate, though, personally, which is in less than 24 hours. So we did it, fam. All right, guys, that's going to be it. Leave a like. Until next time, this is ChillisFM reminding you to always keep pushing forward.